in the house who have come out from this rigorous process, and are ready to launch into the world. So if you're an innovator here, let's see your hand. Please put your hands together for them. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So before we just move straight into, other things, I would want to just acknowledge a few people, who are here. First of all, we have the Honorable Commissioner of Agriculture. Please, if I call your name, just wait for us so we can recognize you, right? So we have the Honorable Commissioner of Agriculture, ably represented by Adebayo Akorede. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And also we have the General Manager of Channels Academy in the person of Kingsley Uranta. Please. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And we also have the Assistant Manager of the Bank of Industry, Mr. Melvin Ofo. You're welcome, you're welcome. And we have very distinguished guests who will be joining us this morning, but then as they come in, we'll just recognize them and we celebrate them as well. Okay, so before we go into other things like the national anthem and all that, as you're coming in, let's just do a little bit of, what would I call it now? Of an engagement, okay? So this is as I mentioned, this is a celebration of innovation, okay? So I believe that the 6 innovators that are here, let me see your hand again. Innovators. Great. So the 6 innovators that are here are not just the only innovators that I think are here. We have innovators at heart, people who have no idea that they're innovators. So we're going to just a quick activity before we go into the national anthem for the day. As the media is organizing the national anthem for us, we're just going to do a small put a finger down challenge. Okay? So who knows the challenge? 2 fingers, two of your hands up. When I say something that deeply resonates, you put a finger down. Okay? Did we get it? Did we get it? Okay, so let's do this. Thank you. All right, so put a finger down if whenever something goes wrong, you naturally step up instead of waiting for others. Okay, I'll see you. Some people are like, all right. Number 2, put a finger down if you are never quiet when you see something going wrong. Ha! Okay. Innovators, I'm watching you in 3D. Number 3, put a finger down if you can carry people's problems in your head as though they were yours. Put a finger down if it's easy for you to bring people together to achieve a particular goal. Okay, I'll see some. Wow, innovators. Put a finger down if you believe resource only meets you when you're already in motion. If you're an innovator, that is already going to. Number 6, put a finger down if you are naturally empathetic and can easily put yourself in other people's shoes. Okay, I'll see some assist. Okay, put a finger down if where others see challenges, you see opportunities. Put a finger down if you take responsibility rather than blaming others. Put a finger down if you ever challenged the system because you believed it was unfair. Finally, put a finger down if you can inspire others to believe in a solution and join you to make change happen. If you score 10 over 10, let me see your hand up. Wow. Are you seeing? So it's not just the 6 innovators we have. You can see all the innovators. If you had a 9 over 10, let me see your hand. Wow, 8 over 10. 7 over 10. 6 over 10. Great. So you see. All right, so I hope the media is ready for us now. Okay. So we're going to be, shall we rise? Please, let's rise for the national anthem.
So people to switch off their phones or put it on silent.
Okay, so before the media comes. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Please, let's. All right, please. Can we bring it down? No side talks. Okay, so I've just been notified that it would be nice if we are not probably on our phones. I understand we want to take pictures and all that, but then I promise you, we have an entire agenda for taking pictures, and all that. You tag us, all that. All right, so it'd be good if we just put our phones aside, and then we can come back. And then again, if you have seats in front of you, for the sake of the videos and the pictures and the media that will be going out, please, kindly, please, just help us occupy the front seats so that the ambience and all just looks really nice for our media. Thank you so much. And the phones as well, so that we know that the people coming in are the latecomers. Thank you so much. Up next, we're going to be taking a welcome address by the resident representative of the United Nations Development Program in the person of Elsie Atafwa. Please help me welcome her. Oh, okay. So she's setting up. Okay. All right. Just like I said, welcome everybody. If you're just joining in, thank you for joining us. We're excited for you to be here, regardless of the rain and the traffic situation. So if you have a seat in front of you, kindly just, good. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Joseph. Great. And then if you have your phone still distracting, please just help us. Thank you so much. She will be joining us real soon, so I'm sure she's trying to join in. All right. So we're just going to wait up a little bit as she joins in. And, yeah. she's. She's. She is, okay, yeah, I think she's set for us. Welcome, ma'am.
Hello, good morning. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, please? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, ma'am.
All right. Good morning, and um, I can see the picture is appearing twice, but I hope it's fine. All right. Good morning to everyone, and I can feel the vibe in Lagos. And unfortunately, I couldn't join you in person. But first of all, let me the country director of MasterCard Foundation Nigeria. Let me appreciate all the excellencies and honorable commissioners who are there, our distinguished partners from government, private sector, civil society, academia, and our innovators, especially the young people who are gathered today. Good morning and greetings from Abuja. I should first of all apologize that I couldn't join you physically there. I was meant to travel early this morning at 7 a.m. to join you. Somehow late last night, we did get a call that involves engagement with His Excellency the President, and the issues to discuss are also issues that bears on innovation. And so I thought I would, be here, lend my voice, and hopefully catch a flight later on to come there and meet some of you. So really apologies for not being able to come physically. But I should say it's truly a privilege and an honor to be here, albeit virtually, at the showcase event of the MasterCard Foundation and UNDP's Young Africa Innovates program, where we are really seeing that ingenuity of young people, needs to be celebrated, are being celebrated today, and the story of resilience, the story of creativity that you are amplifying, and the opportunities that you're also sharing through this showcasing. Today is very special for us all because we are not just showcasing solutions, we are really showcasing what is possible. A number of you are really coming together to address some of the most complex development challenges of all times. And we are truly grateful that with strong courage, with strong creativity, with determination, you are moving the agenda forward. And we are seeing this across so many states in our country, in Akwa Ibom, in Anambra, in Borno, in Ekiti, in Kaduna, in Kwara, and in Lagos, where you are today. We are seeing that, one thing is very clear, that innovation is not a sector, it's truly a spirit. And that spirit is what you are demonstrating, and you are demonstrating that spirit truly in abundance. I know that a lot of things will be discussed today, so I don't want to speak too much, but let me try to frame a bit of the conversation around why this initiative matters, and truly to thank MasterCard Foundation and our partners, particularly at the state government level, for the collaboration around this. And I think in many countries, when we talk innovation, people think that these are innovations that are only happening in expensive labs or urban tech parks and well-funded startups. But we are seeing something very different here in Nigeria through this partnership with MasterCard Foundation. We are talking about markets where a female trader designs a digital payment solution that works without internet. That's what we are talking about. We are talking about a small workshop where a young person creates an energy solution because their community cannot afford constant electricity. That's what we are talking about. We are talking about farm settlements where youth designs a simple logistics system or tool to reduce food losses. That's what we are talking about. We are talking about someone in their living room where a creative entrepreneur produces world-class designs with minimal tools. That's what we are talking about today. And we are talking about, spaces where a mind of a young person living with disability who builds a tool that solves challenges that they face every day. And so truly, just to say that this partnership is really bringing out, potential and possibility from atypical innovators. And we're truly very happy to be part of this. And over the last months, the program has supported a number of innovators across all the states, refining their business models, their prototypes, validating their impact cases. And today we celebrate that journey across board. And the Young Africa Innovates program has shown that when we truly go to communities, when we listen to young people, when we train them, when we mentor them, when we resource them, and give them room to experiment, they build solutions that no traditional incubator could have predicted. And so just to really once again thank you. I know colleagues are there and we'll give a bit of meat on the bone. But I just wanted to reiterate UNDP's commitment moving forward. Moving forward, we are going to support you all innovators with access to catalytic financing. We know that that's something that comes through a lot of the conversation. Hopefully with the work that we are doing on the Africa Continental Free Trade Area, we hope to connect many of you to markets, institutions, and partners. Also integrate you into state innovation strategies. And we are seeing a number of our states really with bold ambitions around innovation packages and how we support you to be part of that conversation, but also be part of the story at the state level is what we are hoping to do. Let me talk about two quick things in terms of what we are also we'll be trying to do to support you. We do have, our university spaces where we are calling university ports. These are uniports that we are trying to establish in 36 states and in 36 months. And some of these uniports are truly, spaces where you can go and refine your ideas, where you can take your ideas into prototypes into businesses to industries. We do have one close to you, University of Lagos. It's going to be the first artificial intelligence lab. And so again, these are all at your service, and we do hope that you can leverage that. So in closing, let me just simply say that we are committed to really building a pipeline of innovators who come from every corner of this country and not just the traditional tech corridors. And to you, our innovators, your journey proves that talent truly can come from anywhere. And we're truly very grateful to you for the bold ambition and for stepping forward. We are proud of you and we'll continue to walk the journey with you. I want to say a special thank you to MasterCard Foundation that has made all this thing possible. My sister, Rosie, and your team. It's been great partnership working with you. And we're truly, truly grateful for unlocking doors to many of these young people who are seated today and who are showcasing and reimagining a future that is possible. I want to thank our state partners as well. I know a number of you commissioners and leaders are in the room. Thank you for opening your ecosystems to a model that brings innovation closer to the people. I want to thank our communities, mentors, and ecosystem leaders for believing in atypical talent. And so, ladies and gentlemen, let me just finally say that the future of innovation in Africa will be shaped by young people like the ones gathered in Lagos today, and want to see many in the other states that I talked about earlier on. Innovators who may be unconventional, but truly who are undeniably very brilliant. So really, thank you very much, and looking forward to jumping on the train later on to Lagos, and hopefully it would catch a number of you, even if not today, hopefully by the weekend or early next week to continue with the conversation. So once again, thank you very much, and have a fruitful deliberation and engagement in Lagos. Thank you.
Thank you. Who caught something from that warm speech you just gave? You caught something. Abi, we're just waiting for everyone to just pour. Let's go. Huh? Okay. Please let's put our hands together for her once again. So there was something she said. She said, talent can truly come from anywhere. Please put your hands together for her. All right, so I've been told that we actually have 27 innovators in the building. But then, just 6 will be showcasing today. So please, let's put our hands together for the 27 innovators that we have in the house this morning. Okay, so next up, we're going to have the overview of the Young Africa Innovate program, and that will be taken by the manager of the Young Africa Innovate program of the UNDP. Please, let's put our hands together for Ifenyua Egoje. Please, as she comes, let's celebrate her.
Good morning, everybody. I'm standing all protocols are duly observed. We have come to my favorite part of the program, where I get to share, an overview, give an overview of the Young Africa Innovate program. The Young Africa Innovates program is a partnership between Mastercard Foundation and the United Nations Development Program. And the program seeks to achieve 3 things. First of all, to identify, incubate, and scale the innovations of young people across the 6 geopolitical zones in Nigeria. Specifically, 7 states in the first year, and subsequently 6 additional states. And the program seeks to support young people across all sectors to be able to test, validate, and scale their solutions. The program is driven by 3 key principles. And these 3 key principles are, first of all, we are targeting marginalized innovators. This means that we're looking at young people who do not have access, young people from underserved communities, young people who might not have experience in terms of receiving funding, young women, and persons with disabilities are key priority targets for the Young Africa Innovates program. The second key principle is that we're looking at localized implementation, which means that we understand that Nigeria is not a homogeneous state. Homogeneous country, Every state has its uniqueness. And so, in implementing, we understand that we cannot sit back in Lagos or in Abuja to determine what actually happens in the states. So for that reason, we have partnered with governments, innovation institutions, with CSOs, with the academia, with local NGOs, with innovation hubs to be able to implement this program across board. We are harnessing the insights of these people to be able to target and support the innovators within the states, as well as leverage on these insights to support the young people in the states. The third key principle is that we are democratizing access to support. What that means is we are not limiting ourselves to only tech-based solutions or only tech solutions across the states. We're looking at supporting young people across board, whether their innovations are tech-based or they are frugal solutions. So for the first cohort, we have focused on 7 key states. We focused on Lagos, Ekiti, Borno, Akwa Ibom, Kaduna, Anambra, as well as Kwara. And at the beginning of this program, we asked ourselves the question of what's the best way to support these young people? Should we make it sector agnostic or concentrate on certain sectors? And so we looked at how do we better support the development agenda of the government in these states. Secondly, we also looked at what are the best or the most strategic sectors for which we can harness the potentials of young people within the state. And also look within the ecosystem in terms of support that already exists, where we can better support these young people across the states. And so for Lagos, it was financial inclusion, Ekiti, healthcare. Lagos, financial inclusion because the ecosystem is ripe for that. And there are existing structures as well as existing infrastructure that can support young people in financial inclusion sector. In Ekiti, healthcare because, yes, the government in Ekiti, there are some interventions in terms of healthcare, but that problem still exists. And so Ekiti was the sector for, healthcare was the sector for Ekiti. Borno energy, because from energy, you can actually support other sectors. Education will come, you will boost businesses, and the ecosystem is ripe because there's a lot of challenge in that regard. But also, even when we called for applications, we realized that a lot of young people within that ecosystem already had started to think about ways that they can support the energy transition in Borno State. Akwa Ibom, tourism, because there's a political will as well as there's a lot of infrastructure to support that sector. Kaduna, agriculture, there's also a lot of support in that regard that can help young people to surface their ideas and also refine and scale. Anambra State, commerce, because we already have a thriving market, which is the Onitsha market in Anambra State, and then Kwara, the creative sector, because it's an emerging field, as well as the fact that there's a lot of businesses that go on within Anambra State, and then it's a trading hub in terms of when you look at it in Nigeria as well as Africa, and then Kwara creative sector. In Lagos, we've been able to incubate 27 innovators in and around financial inclusion. For Ekiti State, we have been able to incubate 28 innovators, Borno 29 innovators, Akwa Ibom 31 innovators, 29 innovators in Kaduna, Anambra 29 innovators, and then we have 30 innovators incubated. And this has been done with support of ecosystem partners who are in the media, the academia, civil society organizations, as well as innovation hubs. In terms of the program activities, we had 4 key activities to implement this program. And in terms of pipeline activation, so looking at how do we find atypical innovators within the 7 states that we are implementing in, we had to build relationships with key partners within the state. And for us to be able to activate the pipeline, we had to be intentional in terms of how we target atypical innovators. So we established relationships or partnerships with 122 key partners made up of the government, civil society organizations, innovation hubs, as well as the private sector. We were able to hold 109 community events to activate the pipeline, to get everybody to understand what the program is about, get them aware, get young people to become excited about the program. We also supported them to be able to apply because we realized that a lot of the young people might not have access to smartphones, might not be educated, and so we needed to support them to be able to apply for the program. And we had 43 application workshops, which helped us to get about 9,138 applications across the 7 states. And then in terms of application evaluation, we had a lot of applications, but we needed to sieve out the typical innovators to ensure that we were getting atypical innovators. And so we were very intentional in designing the evaluation matrix to ensure that we were actually getting in the right people. Subsequently, from the 9,138 applications, we were able to bootcamp 1,348 innovators across the 7 states. And we supported them to refine their raw ideas into viable solutions, taking them through technical capacity building to enable them shift their mindset from people who needed help to begin to give themselves the permission to create change within their communities and problem solve. When we were done with the boot camp, we did a selection process for the innovators who had gone through the boot camp. And we selected 205 innovators across the 7 states to go through technical capacity building, peer learning, and also get grant funding for them to be able to continue to refine their idea, get mentorship support, work with their peers, build collaborations, as well as begin to implement the solutions that they had developed. And so the stage gating part of the stage gating activity involved a lot of workshops across 3 months where they got expert support from industry experts within the ecosystem. They also got some hand-holding from the industry experts. They were connected to other key stakeholders within the ecosystem, as well as taking through technical capacity building so that they are able to refine their solution and then scale. And out of the 205 innovators that have gone through the stage gating program, we already have some early wins because we are beginning to see that already they've been able to create about 455 jobs. I thought I'll get a round of applause. Technical crew, what's happening? Okay. Okay, so we've come back to Lagos. I talked about implementation of the program across the country. Specifically in Lagos, we received 560 applications. It's a bit funny that we received this number of applications in Lagos because across the country, we thought that if we put out this call for applications, we were going to get a lot from Lagos. But apparently, there are a lot of innovation programs, accelerators, that target the traditional innovators. And so when we put out the applications, we needed to track it and follow it to ensure that we were getting applications from the right people. And for us to even be able to get 560 and across the country, one of the things we did, which initially was a bit funny, but now helped us to actually target the right people, was the fact that we didn't put it on social media at all. Because we were targeting atypical innovators, we had to be intentional in terms of communication and how we designed communication channels to the young people. First of all, it was not on social media. Secondly, we ensured that we were on the ground. I mentioned earlier that we had worked with key stakeholders within the ecosystem, but we had to follow the numbers. So if we had community events, for instance, in Lagos, you could see the numbers go up. And that's what happened across the 7 states. So in Lagos, we realized that one of the reasons why we got just 560 was because there is, if you like to call it, innovation accelerator fatigue. But again, we also were trying to target atypical innovators, which helped us to get this number of applications. Subsequently, over 108 of those innovators were taken through the boot camps, which was focused on refining their raw ideas into viable solutions. And then subsequently, 27 of them, our top performing innovators, were selected for the rigorous stage gating phase of the program, and our 27 innovators are here today. Young Africa innovates. We innovate, we create. Thank you. So they received expert guidance and support to build solutions to some of the most critical problems in their communities. One thing that we also realize is our innovators, because they have lived experiences, because they live in these communities, they understand what the issues are. For instance, in Lagos, you find that a lot of our innovators are building around fintech because the ecosystem, like I mentioned earlier, is ripe and creates that support for them. Subsequently, our innovators across the states, across 27 of them, have been able to receive about 200 million in financial grants to refine their ideas. And presently, we are presenting scalable solutions which have been developed by our 27 innovators to you today. And I'll stop here. Thank you so much for listening.
Like our media people are, I don't know, well, put your hands together for the media guys. Because we know they are doing their very best to ensure that this program goes very well. Thank you so much. All I see is intention. Look at the intention that goes from, the pipeline activation, application evaluation, boot camp, stage gating, all of that. It was just like, wow, this is a lot to ensure that, we're not just having anyhow people. The people who are coming here, are people who are supposed to be here. Put your hands together for yourselves. Thank you so much. So we are going on to the goodwill message at this point, but then I would like to recognize someone who is in our midst, in the person of the MasterCard Foundation Country Director. Please, if you're here, just give us a wave. Thank you so much. That's Rosie Finn. Thank you so much. All right, so we're going to be taking the goodwill messages, but then we're going to be taking one very important one. And it's going to be coming from the founding partner of Nets Factory Company, Ade Olowojoba. Please put your hands together for him.
Do permit me to stand on already established protocol. A beautiful morning to you all. My name is Ade Olowojoba, and I'm the founding partner at Net Factory, the delivery partner for the YAI program in Lagos State. And on behalf of the entire team at Net Factory, we are honored to serve as a delivery partner for this transformative initiative. The Young Africa Innovate program is not just another program. It's a movement that has empowered young Nigerians to turn creativity into practical and scalable solutions for real community needs. Over the past months, we have watched young people from Lagos and other parts of the country develop meaningful solutions that have the capacity to create jobs and transform the economic fortunes of Lagos State and beyond. They remind us of the fact that Lagos remains the innovation capital of the continent. We want to extend our heartfelt appreciation to the United Nations Development Programme, UNDP, and the MasterCard Foundation for their unwavering commitment to youth empowerment and inclusive growth, and for choosing us to go with them on this journey. And we want to specially celebrate our facilitators and our mentors. Thank you, thank you, thank you. These are the coaches who taught, inspired, refined ideas, and guided these innovators through every single step of the way. Your contribution is the engine behind the brilliance that we are all showcasing here today. And to the most important people here today, the innovators. We are all here. Yes, today is all about you and all about your solutions. We encourage you to keep building, to keep solving, and to keep believing. What you create will definitely shape the future of our economy, of our country, and of our continent. As an organization, Net Factory remains committed to championing youth-led innovation and building pathways for young people, not just to learn, but to thrive, to lead, and build solutions that matter. Today is a celebration, but it is also a beginning. Together, let us build what truly matters. God bless Lagos State, God bless Nigeria, and thank you.
Thank you so much. What will we do without our partners? Put our hands together for Net Factory Foundation. Okay, so we're going to be taking the Young Africa Innovation Journey video. I don't know if it's great. Thank you so much. So we're going to be taking that.
Every street in Lagos has a story of hustle, creativity, and opportunity.
I'm a facilitator on the Young Africa Innovate program, and it's been a beautiful learning experience.
This is the first program I'm truly seeing the people doing the do, not just talking the talk.
I got a lot of inspiration from a lot of the innovators and the willingness of everybody to share and contribute.
On this program, we have great facilitators. I've been able to learn real life and practical experiences backed up with great slides to be able to improve my business so far.
In Lagos, business never sleeps. Innovation is our heartbeat.
We're moving from street markets to digital marketplaces.
The goal is not just to make profit, but to create impact through the Young Africa Innovate program.
With this residency, I strongly believe that my innovative solution will bring visibilities to artisans in Lagos State.
With this residency, I hope that what we are doing at the Social Africa will bring in financial and economic inclusion to the underserved communities in Lagos State.
Programs like this actually boost entrepreneurs' morale, help them to know that they're doing something good. It has really been a beautiful learning experience working with the innovators, and I'm looking forward to seeing their ideas and their solutions blossom into something beautiful that is creating solutions for us in Nigeria and to the progress to all over Africa.
The mentorship session has actually helped me a lot, both in validating the problem and making sure that the right things are done.
I think they have great idea, and I am confident that with this training that we have given them, with whatever support they also come on board in terms of finance and funding, I'm confident that these guys will do great things beyond what we are seeing at the moment.
For them, I also believe that they will do great things. Well done. It's been a lot. It feels like a whole journey. So one thing that stands out is the fact that this program is not just there to just do an empowerment program. Are you seeing the intention? Boot camps, residential. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot. All right, so we're going to be moving to, I know this is like my favorite part of this program. We're going to be highlighting our innovators. So this is a point where we have the Innovators Showcase. And we're going to be spotlighting a few of our innovators and then their businesses and all. So, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together, celebrate them. Okay, so we're going to be starting with the first person on our list, which is Nkiruka Achapo Michelle. So just so that we have a flow, I'm going to do a rundown so that the next person knows, when to come in. All right, so we're going to be having, after Nkiruka, we'll just have Rukayat. She's going to be coming, Rukayat Bello. You're going to be immediately after Nkiruka. And then the third person here is Augusta Okafor. After that, we would have Abdulaziz. I'm just doing a rundown. After that, we'll have Abdulaziz Oguntoyibo. And then we'd have Deborah Oloma. And then finally, Ijoma Okioma. Okay, so thank you. Please put your hands together for that.
Hi. Good morning, everyone. My names are Achako Nkeruka Michelle. I'm co-founder at Peer Money, and today I'll be taking you through what we have created. According to a 2023 report done by Smidan on the life cycle and the factors that affect the Nigerian SME, it was discovered that an average of 90 to 95% of every new SME created today will collapse within 5 years. And of the different factors identified that caused this collapse, one major overlooked factor was tied to poor documentation. People think it's so pointless, but you would be surprised as to how documentation feeds to business intelligence, which feeds to business success. And that is where Peer Money comes in. We have created an all-in-one business tool that would help you handle your day-to-day documentation needs. But we took it a step further by introducing AI analytics that will pull your intelligence together and give you the necessary information as an SME to make smart decisions about your business. We intend to focus currently on MSMEs and SMEs, and if we were to serve just 2 million of the 39 million SMEs in Nigeria alone, we are looking at a serviceable, obtainable market of $150 million. What makes us stand out? We've pulled together business management, financial management, and access to credit lines, which we believe are 3 critical factors that are needed to successfully run an SME. Our business model is we have 2 channels to which we function. We, of course, have our freemium plan. There's basic access free for all. And then we do have a payment plan based on where your business is currently at the moment. So we have plans that range from 5,000 to 25,000 naira a month. We also take a percentage of transactions from, oh, I should be sliding. So sorry. Okay. Sorry, I went too fast and it wasn't responding. Okay. Yes. So our business model is the 5 to 5,000, the freemium model, and of course we have a percentage of the transactions that are done off our platform. We currently have 13,000 SMEs registered on our app with users based in Lagos, Abuja, and Rivers, Port Harcourt to be precise. We are also processing 100 million in monthly transactions through our walleting function, and we've earned a total of 9 million since we launched our freemium payments model, our subscription model. So what are we seeking at this particular time? We're looking at partnership support. We are seeking strategic partners in key industries. This is banking, this is trade associations, this is POS agents, this is logistics. We want to make Peer Money a one-stop shop for every business need. And our expansion is tied towards focusing on 3 angles. First, product positioning in the markets we currently exist in, and then expanding by using localized talent to begin regional penetration into other key regions. You might ask, why not? Oh, sorry, why Peer Money? I would answer, why not Peer Money? If we are able to support these SMEs, this means employment, this means growth for these SMEs. And this, of course, will transition into the GDP growth of Nigeria as a whole. Okay, it's not responding. So sorry, I don't know why. We have an advisory team of people based in different fields. We have people in cybersecurity, people in banking, people in business, and we have a total of 22 people working together to give you the peer money solution that if you invest in Nigerian SMEs today, you are, sorry, oh my God. Oh. Invest in Nigeria, invest in Nigeria, invest in Africa, invest in Nigerian SMEs, and invest in peer money. The technical issues were a lot. I'm so sorry.
Okay, thank you so much.
Sorry, before I go, I don't know if there are questions for me at this time. Any questions for me? Okay, yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. Let's take that.
I'll just like you to elaborate more on what you offer and the solution you're bringing. I didn't really get that part.
So as I said, we're a business management tool. Your day-to-day activities as a business owner, this includes registering sales, sending receipts, sending invoices, operating an online store, paying your bills. We have those tools within our system, including managing your customers. So that exists. But we also help you with financial management because we have a walleting function where you are able to send and receive money. And we're tracking those transactions for you to show you a profit and loss sort of income statement that we believe you can then utilize to know what is bringing you money, what is taking money away from your business, and how can you plug leak holes. We also give you access to credit lines. These are loans that we believe that as a business, of course, you might need some level of financial support. So we've sought out good loan partners that give great loans that are not invasive to the businesses that will be on our system, and you can easily pay back those loans. So as we said, when we say all in one, we mean all in one.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
Okay, so we're going to pause on the questions now. And we're going to take questions later on if we have time, because time is already fast spent. Okay, so I want to call on the manager of UNDP to just come and give a little bit of context. So we're not just, going on and on. Please, let's put our hands together for her. Please, the second innovator. Hope you're ready. Thank you. I already made the list, though. Please, let's stick to it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So I just want to provide a bit of context to our innovators who will be pitching today. The innovators were supported. The program, or the stage gating part of the program, was stage gated in the sense that we supported our innovators based on the maturity of their ideas. So what that means is for innovators who were at the idea phase, the support was kind of tailored so that it meets them right where they are. So we had stage gate 1, which was based on the idea phase, stage gate 2, which was prototype, and stage gate 3, which was innovators who are at the point of scaling. And so the innovators that are pitching here today are innovators who have been selected across the 3 stage gates. So you will be listening to innovators who are still at the idea phase. You would be listening to innovators who already have a prototype, as well as the ones who are at the point of scaling. So just to provide some context, so you don't say, oh, this person is still very early stage, or this person is far gone in terms of scaling their ideas. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much. I think that was very timely. All right, so I just needed to mention that innovators, please, you have just 3 minutes. And if you look backwards, you see that screen. That's where your time is showing. So it's just directly in front of you. Just check on it. I just needed to mention that. So, Rukayat, you're up next, and then we'd have the next innovator. Thank you so much. Put your hands together for her.
Good morning, everyone. First of all, I want to appreciate the Young Africa Innovate and other partners. Thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity. Now, let's get to the pitch. My name is Rukayat Bello, and I welcome you all to register an inclusive digital platform focusing on the 600 million underserved markets in Africa. Once upon a time, my mom was an unbanked micro-business owner who lived in Orile Gomu, a rural community in Lagos, Nigeria. On a fateful day, my mom lost all her stocks, including her life savings, to an inferno. She could not make any insurance claim because her business was not covered. Therefore, she kept moving from one bank to the other to get a loan of $100 to meet the demands of her customers. But guess what? Her loan is always rejected because she had no credit history, no bank account, and no valid ID card. Because of this, her business failed. It was actually a very difficult time for the family to survive, and I almost dropped out of the university. My mom is not the only one facing this challenge. According to International Finance Corporation in 2023, there are over 600 million micro businesses in Africa, and only 20% have access to bank loan. The financial inclusion gap is projected to hit $500 billion in annual revenue with annual growth rate of 12%. To solve this challenge, we launched Register in 2021 as an inclusive digital platform that provides quick, easy, and simple access to financial services for the unbanked and micro businesses in remote locations across Africa. Our mobile app is powered by an advanced data science and artificial intelligence that instantly underwrites and disburses loan to people with no borrowing history. Our users can open an account, save their money, and generate financial records through our well-trained community agents. Our loan ranges from $100 to a maximum of $300, which is payable within 6 weeks. All our loans are fully secured, and our non-performing loan is less than 1% against the normal standard of 5% in Nigeria. We make money through interest on loans, processing fee, transactional fee, and so on. We understand the fact that we have a lot of players in this field. But why is Register different? We are different because we are the future. We focus on the nano and micro businesses with daily sales of $5 to a maximum of $300, which is the biggest market in Africa, and they are the most neglected in the society. We are affordable, quick, and easy to access. We also make use of artificial intelligence and machine learning to award credit score to the unbanked customers. Since our launch in 2021, we've disbursed over 5.5 million USD in loan disbursements. We've generated over 650,000 USD in revenue. We currently have active customers of 25,000 on our platform, and we've created job employment to over 200 agents across 8 states in Nigeria. We are currently in Lagos, Ogun, Oyo, Imo, Kaduna, Abuja, Osun, Kwara states, to mention but few, and we are just getting started. My team has over 30 years combined experience in the banking industry. We do not only understand finance, we understand risk management and innovation. I am the CEO. I have over 8 years professional banking and accounting experience. I am a chartered accountant. I am passionate about financial inclusion. I'm also keen in helping people succeed, especially the micro businesses. Afis has over 13 years banking experience. He's a chartered banker and a chartered risk manager. And of course, my CTO has over 8 years IT experience. In conclusion, we have currently won the FinTech Startup in South Africa last month, and some of the awards are showing on the screen. In conclusion, Nigeria is currently going through economic crisis with over 100 million people in abject poverty. Register is not just a business, but a movement. If you want to invest in Register today, or if you are passionate about financial inclusion, our numbers are showing on the screen. Let's do this together. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Please put your hands together for it's not easy. Please. I mean, that was she did that from her heart. Please. We are going to be calling on August. I heard that a couple of innovators are not quite, but then we'll go to the next person following the exact same thing I mentioned earlier. Okay, so Augusta, please put your hands together for Augusta Okafor.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. All protocol duly observed. I'm Augusta Okafor, the founder of Africa Medical Marketplace. We are transforming healthcare access in Africa, leveraging on digital technology. Can you believe that in the year 2014, just 2 chemotherapy machines were available in Nigeria? How do I know that? My mom was diagnosed of cancer. They have to move her from Enugu to Lagos because just 2 chemotherapy machines were available. One was in Lagos, the other one was in the northern part of Nigeria, Kaduna. If you know Nigeria very well, that's 6 states apart. In the process of the treatment, the machine kept breaking down. They were asked to pay for some of the things that were not part of the treatment. I remember my mom being in the hospital as early as 6 a.m. just to pick number 220. This is to tell you the number of people in the hospital who were not admitted in that hospital, lying around with their health issues, waiting to be treated. For people in the chemotherapy, for people in the healthcare industry, you understand that chemotherapy treatments are not treatments to be interrupted. They are supposed to be followed up immediately. Unfortunately, that was not the story of my mom. They were asked to wait for like 1 month, 3 months because the machine broke down. My mom made friends, and some of her friends passed on in the process. Sadly, my mom later passed on, and that was the story of some other people that came for that therapy with her. This broke my heart, but at the same time, it opened my eyes to the gap in the healthcare sector. So we started asking questions. How do we address the problem of lack of access to quality equipment? How do we address the problem of lack of access to the right biomedical engineers? How do we deal with the recycling and elongating of the lifespan of machines? Because the fact that Nigeria had 2 chemotherapy machines then does not negate the fact that there are other advanced nations that have these machines and they are looking for ways to redistribute these machines. We came up with a solution called Africa Medical Marketplace, a B2B platform that connects global medical manufacturers, suppliers, and distributors to list their medical equipment on our platform and gain access across 54 African nations. At this point, it's important to state that Africa Medical Marketplace is categorized into 3. We have the marketplace, which is the e-commerce where buying and selling goes place. People can sell refurbished, brand new, open box. We have what we call biomedical near us. This is a job listing platform where hospitals have access to the right biomedical engineers close to their location. Then we have what we call Donate Medical Platform. It's our own CSR program where advanced hospitals that have limited timelines to use their machines, instead of discarding them, list them on our platform and have hospitals at remote areas to pick them up. Now, for these 3 major ecosystems to work, we have to integrate logistics and warehousing, which is crucial for what we are doing, to make sure that there is a seamless delivery or logistics around this. Now, what is the value proposition? For these hospitals, you are talking about them having access to what they can afford. They are buying on budget. They are having transparent system around that. For suppliers, they are giving them digital stores. They are selling beyond their locations. We are talking of cross-border trade, right? We are talking of digitalization, globalization. So these people can now sell beyond their locations. Now, we are talking of job creation for these biomedical engineers. And for these indirect recipients, which are the patients, you are talking of their lifespans being elongated and affordable healthcare. Now, this is what our revenue model looks like, from subscription to commission to other parts of it. So far, we have generated over 25,000 USD. We have over 4,000 biomedical engineers on the wait list, and we have over 400 registered products on the platform. We have ongoing collaboration with EU, that's NRW Germany, where they want to redistribute and every other thing. We have ongoing collaboration with United Nations and some other partners. So I will just end this by saying that together, we are a team of Cs who are passionate about avoidable death, especially we are a team of Cs that are passionate about reducing avoidable death, especially for people at the bottom pyramid. Access to quality and affordable healthcare is not a privilege but a right. Together, we can save life, reduce waste, and create a sustainable healthcare for everyone to thrive in. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Such an inspiring story about her mom. Did we follow that? Thank you. Thank you for sharing and being open about it. And then you are not just, grieving. You're ensuring that you're making something out of that entire situation. Please put your hands together for her. All right, quickly, we're going to have the next person. Please, let us stick to time. Let me know I have to come and meet you up, okay? Let's stick to time. Once you see time up there, it's red. Once you see red, just know that your time is up. And please, I just got informed that we will need to be using the podium now, okay? So let's just, it helps with the, you know what I'm talking about. So thank you so much. Let us have the next person, Deborah Oloma. Is she in the house? So we know. Oh, great, please. Let's have you. Thank you. Your 3 minutes, so soon start reading. Oh.
Good morning, everyone. Have you ever seen where they tag the child and say, you're Olodo in this class? The teacher starts like, I've been teaching you something and you tend not to know it. They call child Olodo. Have you experienced that in class? I'm here because I've experienced it. During my service here, I serve in Jigawa State. Entering the school I was posted to, entering a class, I saw a teacher knock a child. So I'm like, why did you do that? He said, I've been teaching this boy. He tend not to understand what I'm teaching him. So I tell like, okay, but you don't have to do that. He said, no, I have to reset his memory so that he can, tend to understand what I'm teaching him. So I walked to the boy. I passed the boy. So during recess, I said, no, don't go. I sat with the child. I did a one-on-one teaching with the child. So at the end of the recess, I asked the teacher, go back and ask this boy again. And he did. The teacher just looked at me like, what magic did you do that? The boy just knows. I said, yes, because I did a one-on-one with him. So after I left my service, I was finding answers like, what do I do? I think I'm good at this. So I started looking for answers. I found a place where I can train myself to work with these children. Here comes... Here comes the problem. 1 in 86 children are affected by autism spectrum disorder in Nigeria. We have over 800 children affected by autism spectrum disorder in children. But most people don't know about it because they don't know that. They'll just think that they are Olodo, or they call them Dolo in the notes. So there is where Nurture Link comes about. So Nurture Link, our mission is to train, equip, and ultimately increase the number of caregivers. We have caregivers in Nigeria. But what we do is to increase it. Because we have a lot of children that have special needs in this country. So what about Nurture Link? We have a platform designed to increase the number of caregivers by training them using expert-led content, caregiver training certification course, internship upon completion, and service direction. How do we do that? So through this Nurture Link, we give localized, produce articles, videos, and tools by Nigerian psychologists, therapists in our midst, psychiatrists, and also we have BCBA in our midst. So how do we do the training? We equip the training by essential skills in autism care, giving them basic knowledge for them to be able to work, even if it's your child you want to work with. We give you that basic knowledge that, okay, I don't have money to hire a therapist. We give you that basic knowledge, you work with your child. Then internship. If you're in Lagos, we also give you a platform. After we train you, we give you an internship platform whereby you can remain with us and work with us. And we also have a service directory where no other platform have it in Nigeria as I speak. We have the service directory. If you type in your phone, like, I need a speech therapist in Surulere, I bet you will not see that anywhere. But in our platform, you put speech therapist in Ojota, speech therapist in Ikeja, you will see that because that is what we do. So if you can imagine how we make money. How do we make money in this? Yes, this is it. We have a female platform where you can access our materials, video materials. You can access our content. Then also we have paid materials like this, whereby you can teach them hands-on and hand coordination. Most of these children don't have eye contact. They're just looking like this up and down. But with these kits, you can assess their eye contact, because if they are not looking, they can put red in blue. They can put blue in red. So we use this to correct their eye contact. And also we have a caregivers training course, a paid certified training course, whereby you want to work with these children, you can get a certification with this. Then the directory marketplace I talked about, how do we make money in that? Is through bookings. We get commissions through bookings, and we have private institutions like schools, which we service in Lagos. An attraction, we just secured a school in Port Harcourt that this holiday we will train all their teachers in their schools. And we also trained since we started this year, we've trained over 54 attendees for this our webinar topics. And we have trained over caregivers with basic knowledge, and we have increased inquiry demands, and we are adapting blended curriculum and adoption training.
Wow, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. I feel really excited to see an educational solution for children with learning disabilities. Feels really, really. Please, let's put our hands together for her. Okay, so we're up next to the next person. We have Ijoma Ekoma. Thank you. Please, 3 minutes. Eyes on the screen. Thank you.
Can you direct me how to use the remote?
Okay.
Okay.
I think.
Okay. Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests. My name is Ijoma Ekoma. I'm the founder of Sustifab Trade. I would love to share a brief story on how I vetted Sustifab Trade. From a young girl that usually pick scrap from the roadside tailor to make her doll clothes, to a fashion designer in training, I realized that if you're going to get a dress, normally, for any design, up to like 5% of that dress is discarded, is deemed as wasted. And this dress and this scrap end up in landfills. Majorly, landfills are filled with textile waste that are not used. And most of these textile wastes are made from polyesters, and they are non-biodegradable, The solution, what is Sustifab Trade? Sustifab Trade is a company, but I call it a solution that will one day eradicate or reduce textile waste in Nigeria. What do we offer? Circular economy. We are promoting circular economy, and we know that's one of the striving economy in Nigeria. We also provide high-quality products that can actually match traditional manufactured items. We also promote environmental impact, which is one of the major cause, or which is one of the problem we are experiencing currently in Nigeria. Our mission is to create recycle center when textile waste are being recycled into sustainable wares such as thread, wool, blankets, duvets. Our mission also is to become a leading operational textile recycle center in Africa to reduce textile waste by 70% in Africa, transforming textile waste to sustainable products, providing jobs, creating awareness, and driving the trajectory of waste management in Africa. Our market value. In 2024, the global textile recycling market was valued at approximately $6 billion USD. And how are we to achieve this at Sustifab Trade? We are, one, recycle textile waste for companies. We also shred textile shredding services, consultation on business development, sale of this product, partnership and collaborations. Process of our production. Collection. We outsource our products, our raw materials from Tedro Show. If you're living in Lagos, you definitely know Tedro Show. And when I say they produce high quality materials and they just discard the waste just like that. Also, fabric sorting, recycling, design, production. What makes our products quite unique? It's eco-friendly. It's protecting the environment. It's protecting the planet. Secondly, it's made from recycled products. If you're going to go to the showroom today, I'm going to show you what we made out of textile waste. Thirdly, it's soft, comfortable, and easy to use. Our traction. We started in this year, 2025, during our residential week. And currently, we have been able to recycle 53 kg of textile waste. We have been able to employ 5 personnel and currently have 22 customers in wait. Okay, this is our team. I'm the founder. Our quality assurance, that's Emmanuel. We're currently starting up, so it's quite a small team. We welcome questions and feedbacks. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I liked how she just, was able to stick to time. I didn't have to wait. Thank you. Okay, so we've gotten to, I believe, the meat of this occasion. This is a panel session, and I'm going to be inviting the moderator of this panel session in the person of Suliat Adefunke Adele. Please put your hands together for her. I just start to mention that we have 25 minutes for this particular part of the event. So I just leave everything to you. Thank you so much. 25 minutes. Please, eye on the screen. Thank you.
Okay. Good morning. Okay, it's afternoon now. Good afternoon, our distinguished guests, our panelists. I'll introduce them. Our innovators, and of course, our partners. My name is Adefunke Adele, and I thank you all for honoring our call today. Today, we are gathered in Lagos State, a state known for the resilience of its entrepreneurs, for its bustling market, and its unmatched ingenuity. I welcome you to the state showcase of the Young Africa Innovates. Young Africa Innovates. Thank you. Feel the energy. Feel the vibration of innovation. Yes. Because when I look in this room, I honestly do not see just another participant on another youth empowerment program. I see the very people who are changing the social and economic direction of Lagos State, and by extension, our dear country, Nigeria. Today's theme, it couldn't be more fitting. Youth innovation as a driver of state development. And it is on this basis that we will have a quick panel discussion on how we can transform youth creativity into power, how we can transform youth ideas and passion into scalable impact. Joining me are innovators, policymakers, and investors. You would agree that in any strong, innovative ecosystem, these are the 3 core pillars. I will now welcome our panelists as they make their way. First up is Bode Roberts. Bode Roberts is a Nigerian entrepreneur, technology leader, and the CEO of Detalium. Detalium is a leading ed tech company focused on digital talent acceleration and business consulting. But this story is an interesting one. It is one of transformation. From grave unemployment to becoming a digital innovator that serves Africa's development. Once again for Bode, everyone. Thank you. Next up is Angelo Ezeolu, co-president of Ashoka Africa. Hi. Ashoka Africa is a global organization that supports social entrepreneurs and change makers in Africa. Up next is Nkirika, one of our fantastic innovators. Nkirika, as you all know by now, she is the co-founder of Pair Money, a business management product where she drives product vision, cross-functional execution, process optimization, and strategic business expansion. We will now begin the panel session. Thank you. Apologies, I've just been informed that Rukayat Bello, one of our innovators, will also be joining us. She's just presented her product. Okay, how long do we have now? 21 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay, thank you. Okay, quickly, our first question is to Nkiruka. Hi, Nkiruka.
Hello.
So you joined the YI program, though your product, Pair Money, was already in the market, correct? Okay. So as an innovator who understands that being an innovator is beyond the money, it's also you creating impact. Could you please share with us, tell us about Pair Money quickly, and specifically, how it has created change within your community? Thank you.
Okay, so once again, my names are Nkirika Chapum-Michelle. Pair Money, as I mentioned, is an all-in-one business management tool that seeks to, one, help businesses handle day-to-day operations, but takes it a step further by providing the needed business intelligence in order to make wise decisions about your business's growth and trajectory. When it comes to Pair Money, or one way to which we believe Pair Money helps, we have been able to work with a particular business in mind. Her name is Elifab. So Elifab, at the point of joining us, was fighting issues when it comes to theft, poor record keeping, and was at the point of deciding to close her business. And we stepped in. The first thing we had to do was sit with her, actually go physically to sit with her, itemize her products, and teach her the habits of documenting to know where she should focus on. So at that time, she was on her last stock, her last item, her last purchase, and decided that, you know what, let's just give it a go. With our intelligence, she noticed that she had been long investing in the wrong piece of fabric, and that was where she was buying and buying, because to her, that was what was selling. But apparently, her staff were the ones picking those items and taking it home to sell for their own personal gain. So she was then able to identify what was doing well for her and then focused on that particular product and expanded. Currently, she reached out to us and told us that she was making her 1,000 sale, which was a high for her because she had been operating for a while at a loss and was actually ready to give up. Elifab is one of our premium subscribers on the Pair Money app, and to date, she contacts her friends and tells us to come, tells us to guide them through. And on her own, she has given us over 20 referrals into the Pair Money app that are subscribers. So she's basically a one-man Pair Money mopo. And with her, we can tell that if we're able to identify more businesses that are serious about their business growth, and they utilize the Pair Money app the way it is supposed to be utilized, your business will grow. Your business will see change and impact. And of course, that immediately transitions into employment growth. It transitions into GDP growth. It also transitions into you going from a maybe business to a medium business and a large-scale business as you grow within yourself.
Thank you very much, Nkirika. Thank you. Okay, our next question is to Angelo. Hi, Angelo. So based on your work at Ashoka, I believe you are the great person, the right person to speak to on mindset change or mindset shift. Does that work? Well, would you?
Thank you.
Yeah, so mindset change or shifts within the entrepreneurial ecosystem in Africa. Now, the question is, the YI program, I believe you've heard of it, you know of it by now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's placed great emphasis on those in the rural areas, you know, your atypical innovators, those you would define as being marginalized. As a matter of fact, 70% of participants on the program were women, and about 10% were those living with disability. These are, well, the people living with disability and those in the rural area are typically people that programs would overlook because they don't fit the criteria that they expect. Now, what do you think Lagos State can do to ensure that its innovation ecosystem is actually inclusive, truly inclusive, and that solutions developed in Lagos State will reflect the realities of everyone, you know?
Thank you so much for that question. I just want to start off by saying it's an honor to be here and to speak to a group that, one, understands the importance of young innovators, because that literally is our future. And I do want to show some appreciation for the young innovators in the room one more time. Give them a round of applause. And I'm glad you mentioned mindset shifts. So if I could just start with that, because we do believe that, you know, times are changing so quickly, and it requires a different set of skills to work on challenges that are facing us today. So we can't keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result. So we do believe that we need to think about bringing other skill sets to our young people, like empathy and new leadership and collaboration and being able to practice change making. So that's critical, and that's what we're doing. But we want to also say we're part of this movement, so we need to also focus on collaboration. So what can we do to make sure state actors are sincerely inclusive is to have intentional engagement, to make sure that we are bringing young people as a part of the decision-making process. So they have to be stakeholders. We have to make sure that there is awareness campaigns so that everyone understands the issues that we are trying to work on and plays a part in it. And then I think most importantly, we have to look at the proximate leaders. We have to look at local organizations that are working on the ground in these different communities so that they are a part of the solutions, and then co-create policies and advocates and be advocates together so that we're working with governments and we're working with a lot of people that are shifting regulations, and we're an active part of that role. So I think it really takes an ecosystem to make a lot of these changes. So they need support. These young innovators and social entrepreneurs who are working on some of the most critical issues impacting society today, here in banking and health tech and climate and gender, those are great, but they can't do it alone. So I think this type of program is beautiful because it really talks about public-private partnerships and how we can achieve this together, because we cannot do it alone. So I'll stop there.
Thank you, thank you. I hear collaboration, I hear partnership. I hear that we all need to move together to get where we really need to get. Thank you so much, Angela.
Sure.
Okay, Bode, our next question is to you. So, Bode, the work that you do at the Italium is not only creating impact in Lagos and Nigeria, but is also changing Africa's data and digital workforce. Please share with us some measurable impact that your solution has achieved so far. Stories and numbers are welcome.
Thank you so much for the amazing question. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you to the UNDP and MasterCard Foundation for this amazing program. And I'm super excited to be on this panel along these amazing leaders. For us at Datalium, first of all, who are we at Datalium? Datalium is a technology training and consulting firm that develops, nurtures, and deploys globally functional talent within the ecosystem. We started our business in August 2019, and so far we've trained over 45,000 talents across 56 countries globally. For us at Datalium, one important guideline that we live by is impact. To show the importance and urgency of that framework is the need for us to also embed our core values into impact. So our core values at Datalium is a 6-letter word, 6-letter framework. Impact. I stands for innovation. M stands for maximizing opportunities. P stands for professionalism.
A stands for agile. C, continuous improvement and teamwork. So that's why I could see a strong alignment with this program, because innovation is part of our core values. How do we continuously improve on our service from a product innovation standpoint, from a service innovation standpoint, from a disruptive innovation standpoint, even radical innovation? How are we transforming our communities? How are we ensuring that every life that comes through our program is being transformed and also optimized to create an impact in the future of work, right? And then also, we also like to maintain standards, professionalism. We always ensure that we give our best in everything we do. We represent our business, our brand, in the best way possible. Then also, we have an agile mindset. We stay very flexible. We are not fixed, because we know that the business environment is VUCA in nature. What does it mean? VUCA. V stands for volatility. U stands for uncertain. C stands for complex, right? So it's VUCA. So we have to stay adaptable. We have to stay agile. I always tell people that the rate of change internally has to be at par or exceed the rate of change externally. What does this mean? Your learning velocity has to be accelerated. You have to learn as fast as you can so that you can stay relevant in the marketplace. Then the final component of our core value is teamwork. We love to collaborate. We always prioritize collaboration over competition. So as an organization, we've been able to create a lasting impact across geographies, across industries. We currently serve over 13 industries within the Nigerian space today, from banking to oil and gas to education to health tech and all of that. So yeah, these are the metrics that have helped us to succeed as an organization today.
Thank you, buddy. I hear impact, I hear people, being people-focused. So as an innovator, your solution isn't about you. It's about everyone. It's about impact. It's about others. We move together. Thank you, buddy. Hi, Rukayat.
Hello.
So, Rukayat, Regexta, right?
Register.
Regexta. Okay, but with an X.
REGXTA.
Yes, Regexta. Okay. So, as an innovator in the fintech space, and I've seen your bio, so I know you're not new in this world, you're not new in the ecosystem. So when you meet entrepreneurs or young entrants into the market, you ask them what they need. The first thing they go is, I need money. But by now, you know that it's not all about money. Money is not enough. So now, beyond money, what do you think investors look out for in a youth-led innovation?
All right, thank you so much for that question. But before I answer that, good afternoon, everyone. I do remember to mention my alias. My name is Rukayat Bello, also known
Grassroots.
as Madam Grassroots. A commissioner actually gave me that name because of the passion I have for the people at the bottom of the pyramid. So when you see me on the road, you call me Madam Grassroots.
Madam Grassroots, yes.
All right, so to answer your question, I'm going to be using myself as a case study. When we started Register, so many people did not believe in us. Investors, they did not believe in us. Not because we don't have the passion, not because we don't have the technical know-how, or we don't understand the market. They don't just believe in you. But you have to convince them to believe in you. And how do you convince them? Even if it is one traction, let them know you can do it. My investor, they invested in us not because what we are doing is fantastic, or we don't have any other person doing it. But we've shown tractions. We let them know that this thing is doable.
You brought value.
Yes. There was a time we met one investor, and the person is saying, why are you the one solving this? We have banks. We have commercial banks. Why are they not giving loans to the grassroots? They are high risk. Why are you the one doing it? So I made them realize that banks are actually not meant for the grassroots. They believe the grassroots people are time wasters. 30,000 naira loan, they can give $30 3 billion. So how many 3 billion will they get from the 30,000? So they just believe. So we believe that we are born to represent the grassroots people. I was born and bred in Orile Gomu, to be precise. So because of that, if I didn't do it, who will? I need to let them know that I am an ambassador to the people at the bottom of the pyramid. Hence the name Madam Graduate. We can do it, and we are just starting. So let them see the burning passion. Let them see that you are hunger for success. And that's what you always see in me. You will always see me with vibration. You will always see me with energy. You always see me with passion.
Yes.
I can do it. Thank you. Thank you. Have I answered the question?
I guess so. Thank you, Madam Grassroots. Okay, so we are on our final question. We will be going round, but I'll go first now. So the question is, if you were to recommend a non-financial policy change to Mr. Governor today, one that will guarantee the sustainability of youth-led innovation over the next 5 years, what would it be? So I'll go first. I'm an MSME champion. It's what I do. It's what I'm passionate about. So I would say my policy recommendation would be that for every state procurement up to a certain amount, a young innovator or a young MSME entrepreneur should always have the right of first refusal before we then go to the big guys. So that would be mine. Nkirika.
So for a policy change, I think it's going to the grassroots. Now, when I mean the grassroots, yes, we have Madam Grassroots here, but like going down to the secondaries and the primary schools, because this is an entrepreneurship economy. Nigeria operates on entrepreneurship. Yes, we do have our Fortune 500s, but out of all the graduates that come out of uni, how many gets a job in said Fortune 500s? It's not a lot. A lot of us have to go and fend. We need to build courses and programs around MSMEs and entrepreneurship that is kid-friendly, that is secondary school friendly, because it begins to prepare them for the reality of when you're out of uni, what next? The chances are by the time they are in uni, they've started their first or second business if they failed in the first one and learned enough lessons to begin early, because as much as we say you can start at any age, it's usually easier to start when you're young.
I got all the microphones. Thank you for that question. And my response is kind of similar to what you shared. Of course, first, there has to be more investment in digital infrastructure, because I see access to, first of all, power, access to internet, all of that is really holding back a lot of our innovators and entrepreneurs from accessing information. So I would say there needs to be more of a support system from a technological perspective. Google, Adobe, all those different packages needs to be readily available to young innovators. But also, from the education perspective, as I was saying earlier, I think that a lot of young people need to be equipped with a different set of skills. So it can't be, so the policy would be to make sure these change-making skills are in all schools so that they're understanding, regardless of what's happening, they're able to adapt and they're able to apply empathy and new leadership and collaboration and the ability to change make in any situation, so that, as we saw with COVID, a lot of people were stumped. They didn't know what to do. But if you have this new set of skills, then you can adapt. And you saw the people that actually had those skills because they were able to change their businesses and adapt. So I think we need to make sure every school has those change-making skills.
Awesome.
Oh, you got one.
Fantastic insight. Yeah. So riding on what she said, on the principle of collaboration, I think one policy recommendation I would make, it would be a state open innovation and data access policy. We currently have an incremental challenge when it comes to data access. and having to create frameworks that guide open innovation is very important. How can micro businesses, small businesses collaborate with the government to have access to real users, real data, and also real markets? Having to ensure that there are vehicles in place that facilitate the onboarding of businesses to support governmental MDAs, ministries, departments, and agencies. In that way, they are able to build much more capabilities, they are able to build traction, and also they are solving a tangible problem that exists within the state. Then, why is this also very important? When we are able to adopt these policies, it helps business owners to have access to local challenges, right? Once you have access to local challenges, you solve them. After a while, you become an expert at that. Then you replicate and scale the solutions to different parts of the state, and even Africa at a larger scale. Then it's also very important because when we have open innovation and data access guardrails, it helps us to build much more competence and capabilities. For example, I always tell people that you cannot grow what you don't know. Yeah. So data is very important. Having input from different stakeholders is also very important. So when we have these policies in place, we're able to build a much more sustainable economy. We're able to amplify industrial innovation and infrastructural investments within the state. And also we're able to generate long-term and valuable partnerships as we grow.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, let me still represent my people and let me represent the industry. Okay. All right. Let me use my customers, for example. I'm very sure that they've never gotten grants before. So the recommendation I'm going to give the Governing Council is to say that they should also look at the people at the bottom of the pyramid. Let's give them grants, especially those that have been in business for more than a year, 2 years, and above. And aside from that, maybe I've gotten a cheaper loan or a free interest loan before, but they have not gotten that. So we should also look at how to help these people. And not only that, I've been to so many tech events. They will always invite me, invite you. How many tech events are we doing for the people at the bottom of the pyramid? As the ambassadors sitting down here, I want the Governing Council to look at my people, give them free loan, give them grants, and organize tech events for them. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Grassroots. Wow. Fortunately and unfortunately, I really do not want this to end, but it has to end now. So I truly thank you, panelists, for coming on to speak to us. The conversation, albeit short, was quite powerful. I myself have learned a lot. Thank you, everyone, for staying with us so far. We began this discussion with the understanding. One moment, please. Can we have one house, please? Thank you. So we began this discussion with the understanding that the youth are the engine to state development. We are now ending it with the knowledge that the solutions we so seek is right here in this room with us. So when we do leave here today, I urge us to live with a communal understanding, a commitment. You can't work alone. A commitment to partner, to collaborate to support youth entrepreneurs, collaborate to remove structural barriers and policy hurdles, and a commitment, of course, to work to ensure that solutions developed here in Lagos State will not only remain here, but will begin to have nationwide and global impact. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. That was such an inspiring. In fact, this panel is so loaded. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you. We'll be taking the pictures. We have a special agenda for pictures, so we'll take pictures. Please, let's not be in a hurry to leave. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to be going to an interesting part of this conversation, which is the innovation showcase. And I would like to just invite the manager of the Young African Innovate program, UNDP, to just lead that session. So I'm sure we're going to be having a very nice time just going through the showcase, but then, yeah. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you very much. I'd like to announce that our stage showcase is actually in 3 parts. The first part is what you just witnessed here this morning. The second part is the immersion, where you would have the opportunity to interact with all the 27 innovators that are here present. In the next 2 minutes, we'll be going to their exhibition booth, where you have that opportunity to interact with them and engage, ask questions, and get more information about what they do. The third part of the stage showcase happens tomorrow, which is our learning event. Tomorrow, we are inviting everybody to join us. We will be sharing insights from our implementation of this program. We will piece every aspect of the program. We'll break it in pieces and explain all the learnings and insights that we are getting from this program, helping you to understand why inclusive innovation is really critical in terms of youth development and socioeconomic development, both of the young people as well as the country. So I invite you to join us as we go into the ecosystem space to interact with the innovators. We will do that for the next 30 minutes, and then we can have tea and lunch. We will now wrap up, and then we can go.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Please ensure that you just pick your valuables and let's move on. Thank you. Let's engage the innovators. Thank you.
yeah. Yeah. used to be in this reckoning. I know I will never be alone. There was another in the fire standing next to me. There was another in the waters holding back the seas. And should I ever need reminding of how I've been set free, there is a cross that bears the burden where another died for me. All my debt that the dead beneath the waters. I'm no longer a slave to my sin anymore. Whoa. And should I fall in the space between where I used to be and this reckoning, either way I will bow to the things of this world. And I know I will never be alone. There is another in the fire standing next to me. There is another in the waters holding back the seas. And should I ever need reminding what power sets me free, there is a grave that holds nobody, and now the power lives in me. And I can see the light in the darkness as the darkness bows to him. I can hear the roar in the heavens as the space between where it's then. I can feel the ground shake beneath us as the prison walls cave in. Nothing stands between us. Nothing stands between us.
I'm caught up in your presence. God, I just wanna sit here at your feet. I'm caught up in this holy moment. I never wanna leave. No, I'm not here for blessing. 'Cause Jesus, you don't hold me anything. It's more than anything that you can do. It's been a long, long time coming, yes it has. But I know that
Ready? Welcome, everyone. I can see empty chairs. Please, if you have a colleague who is outside, please just chat them up. We are back in the hall. And please, let's bring down the SciTalks Innovators. Abi, don't worry. Once we are done with this part now, good to go, lunch time. Okay? Are we good? Don't worry. What did I just say now? Do like this. Don't worry. Okay, so we're going to continue. We see our people who are outside. Please, let's just come inside and just take our seats. Okay. Okay, so I'll just hold on for a little bit and then let's have people come in. Then we'll continue. Thank you. How was the showcase? How was the showcase? Did it go well? What did you see? Did you see exciting things? Let's all say something now. Very nice. I liked it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay, so well done, innovators. We can see you're doing amazing work. Well done. And we're going to be going to the awards and recognitions right now and spotlighting a couple of you as well. So, yes, I'm excited. And a few certificates here and there, just, to just give you highlights for those people who, are waiting for food. All right, so we have, let me just hold on for a little bit and then we'll just continue. But then the next agenda on the list here is the awards and the recognition, and then we go into the certificate presentation. And then we are already wrapping up this conversation and this program. Well done. And if you've been sitting down here and you came in early, well done. Put your hands together for yourself. Because when I was coming in, traffic, 2 hours. What happened? 2 hours plus, not 2 hours, 2 hours plus the rain. So if you are here and you came in 9:30, 10, means you actually left really early. So well done. Please put your hands together for yourself. 7. No, a queen I stand. Thank you. but they said. Okay, great. So at this point, we're going to go into the presentation of certificates to our innovators. Innovators, are you ready? Ah, please, let us, we are here to celebrate you now. Please. All right, so I'm going to be calling on some people who will join me on stage so they hand the certificates over to the innovators. Are the certificates great? So we're going to be calling on Claire Henscher, the program manager and head of inclusive growth at UNDP. Please give her a round of applause. So we're going to be taking it one at a time. And the first one here, should we take it from the front? Yeah. So once we call your name, okay, so once we call your name, you just step out quickly. So first one we have Neka Seraphim Amafo. Please put your hands together for them. So you just come, take a handshake, take your picture. Thank you. Next person, Oluwabumi Kushimo. Okay. Thank you. Next person should be coming up, Oluwatoyin John. Next up, we have Omawumi Rukeyat Adebayo Adejomi Ajeyomi. Okay. I think we have maybe 4 right now. So we're just going to take Rukayat Bello Oluwaseun. Please, let's put our hands together for Claire Henshaw. We're going to be calling on the representative of the Commissioner for the Ministry of Agriculture, Adeboye Akorede. Thank you so much. So he's going to be presenting certificates to, yes, Omowumi. Yeah, call this name. Oh, okay. Omowumi Rukeyat Adebayo. Next up, Serena White. Then we have Sevav Itioka. Vav. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's give him a round of applause. All right, so we have a few of them left. So we're going to be calling on the country director of Mastercard Foundation. Please. Thank you so much, Josephine. All right, so she'll be handing certificates to Timothy Omamebe. Madam Country Director, you'll be standing a little bit. All right, so we have Violet Ugu. Next up, Omo Bolanle Ayo Alake. Oh, Violet is not here. Oh, she's not. Oh. Next up, Abdulaziz Oguntoyinbo. Next up, Abdul Muhim Aminu. Next up, Aishat Ismail. Ismail. I don't like to murder people's names. What's the correct one? Ismail, I got it. Thank you. Okay, next up, Augusta Okafor. Okay, next one is Bello Ismail. Next up, Bolariwa Odupe. Bolariwa. Oh, okay. Next up, Cassandra Nwokporo. Cassandra Nwokporo. Okay. I'd like to confirm that this is the last person on our certificate presentation list. Christopher Fortune Orezimena. What's going on? Organizers. Interesting. Okay, so we have more certificates. Put your heads together for yourself. Thank you so much, ma'am. All right, so we'll be calling on the Director for Marketing, Mastercard Foundation, to come and, hand over certificates. Please wave. Is the person around? Is it finance? Oh, I'm so sorry, ma. Thank you so much. Okay, we have a couple of certificates, so we beg your pardon. All right, so we're going to be taking Christopher Fortune Orezimena. So sorry you had to go back. So we have Deborah Oloma. I'm pausing on this one because I don't want to bite. All right, Depriye. Oh, okay. Let me just even hold my breath. Okay, so we have AK Chiamaka. Next up, Idowu Omodo Lapo. Omodo Lapo. Idowu. Okay, it's not around. Oh, okay. Okay, the next person is Ikioma. Ikioma. Next up, Isaac Chidebube Hope. Next up, Kelechi Oleka. Not around. Next up, Miriam. No, I beg your pardon. Mariam. Okay. Thank you. So this is the last one. And, well, kindly confirm. Nkiru Michelle Achapo. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to, I wanted to say put it together. We don't know that, right? But it's fine. It's fine. All right. Thank you so much. We're going to go over to the recognition and awards ceremony. Joseph. Beg your pardon, state matters. Okay, wow. So we remember when we had them pitch, the innovators, right? And they came, spoke to you about their solutions. So whilst we went, for the exhibition, the showcase, we were compiling the awards. So we're going to be giving a couple of them awards based off of their presentation on here. Yes. So I'm excited for you as well. And I'm going to be calling people who will be coming on stage to present as well. So first of all, I would want to invite Joseph to come and lead the session.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. And all distinguished guests present, I greet you all very kindly. So quickly, we'll go into this very important session of today's engagement. I know innovators, they are all pumping their blood away. You are just waiting to hear. So this session is really important because this culminates this 3 weeks journey of all innovators. Beyond spending weeks at the residential camps, you've also gone ahead to implement not just what you learned within the premises, but you've also taken it to your own very unique innovations. And today you've come to show us what it is you've got. So quickly, we'll be recognizing 4 categories, including our mentors. Please, if you're a mentor in the house, let me hear you give a shout, please. Mentors. Mentors, our shout is cold. Mentors, let's hear our shout. Mentors and facilitators. Thank you. You all did very brilliantly, and we cannot appreciate you enough. So we'll be giving awards to 4 categories this afternoon. We'll be giving awards to the most scalable idea from the pitch we had. We'll also be giving award to the best pitch. We'll also be recognizing the best facilitator and best mentor. Something about this session people always say is everyone is a winner, right? I know it's cliche, but indeed it's what it is. Everyone indeed is a winner. So when you hear your name, please celebrate yourselves and come forward. For the most scalable idea based off today's speech is Ijeoma Ekeoma. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This award is presented to Ijoma Ekeoma as a scalable innovation thanks to the traction she has gained throughout the program, leveraging lessons from the YAI projects to strengthen her solution and grow it into a model that is not only sustainable through recycling, but also empowers communities. Congratulations. Thank you. Okay, and to present this award is, please give me a minute. I know you are shocked. It's your moment. To present this award is Angelo Ezelo. Please come forward. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, this is the moment. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That was a really warm moment. Next, we're going to Best Pitch. You all did brilliantly well, like I said, and you all are winners. Whether you had the chance to be part of the top 7 that pitch, top 6 or not, you are still recognized as a winner. For the best pitch today, we have Rukayat Bello. Congratulations. Thank you. And to present this award now. Oh, I can see the person to present this award is outside having his tea break. It's fine. We are all hungry. So I would like to improvise. If I can call Miss Finn, please. Do us the honors. Thank you so very much. This award is presented to Rukayat because she delivered the best speech distinguished by its clarity, conciseness, and engaging flow, with a fantastic storyline rooted in her mother's business and strengthened by the impressive traction she has already achieved. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you. No, ma. This award is actually dedicated to all registered team. Thank you so much. Without them, I can't do it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Next, again, we are going to be recognizing a facilitator who has been very, very, very supportive throughout. All facilitators, in fact, have been supportive, but some went above and beyond. Today, we'll be recognizing the best facilitator in the person of Elijah Afolabi. Yes. Elijah. Yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. He said I did not tell him. Am I supposed to inform you? All right, thank you. So, of course. Elijah is widely regarded as the best facilitator, even on feedback. The innovators, this is your top choice. It's not we didn't, it's not tokenism, it is what it is. Yes. Not only for teaching the financial inclusion module with expert clarity, but also for consistently responding to questions, offering all-round support and delivering highly engaging sessions that innovators genuinely love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So this means you all learned from the best. And to present this award is our very distinguished co-founder, Mr. Ademulego Olowojoba, please. Last but not the least, this part we've all been waiting for, the best mentor. All mentors on the YI project, they were remarkable. At some point, they were busy fighting me. Joe, you don't take your calls. We keep calling you and you don't take your calls. Forgive me, please. You guys gave me a very tough time working and I enjoyed it. So to recognize our best mentor, I'll first of all call who will be presenting this award. Let's have... Okay, great. All right, so I would like to welcome our very delectable Madam Claire Henshon, please. Please join us on stage. Thank you for this. Yeah. Thank you. So this award is to recognize no other person than Adefunke Adele. Thank you. Thank you. Amongst all mentors, Adefunke Adele has been exceptional on the YI project, consistently demonstrating deep commitment, remarkable responsiveness, and a genuine willingness to engage. She goes above and beyond by providing personalized support and thoughtful feedback to innovators, making her an invaluable pillar of the program's success. Thank you so very much. Congratulations. Yes, that brings me to the end of my session. Please clap for me too. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Innovators. Best speech. Raise your hand, let me see you. Scalable. Well done, well done. You've all done well, all 27 of you. Well done. Joseph went to, and let me not mention Joseph yet, but I'll be calling on our manager, UNDP, to come join me on stage because she's going to be giving this very last award. Now, this category is called Best Implementing Partner Staff. You will okay it, ma. Okay, we've been going over this name since morning, and I'm really excited to announce that the Best Implementing Partner Staff award goes to Joseph Warubugo. Thank you so much, ma'am. Great, great, great. I love it. It now just feels like, for everyone to be screaming, we know this person. This person has been doing, he's showing walkings. All right. So I'm going to be calling on, because this is the point where we take the closing remarks. But before then, I just want to say that, we'd like to have pictures, like organized pictures where we have a MasterCard, we have the UNDP, we have those of you who joined us today, would just like to document that you were here. And a lot of you are looking good. So we can't waste this brewery. So we're going to first of all call on Claire Henshaw. Please, ma'am, join me on stage for the closing remarks. Just like I mentioned, please, don't be running away. We need pictures. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your patience, despite the rain and the bad weather, which of course we call showers of blessings. You've stayed till this time. Let me, on behalf of my boss, Madam Elsie Atefua, send our warmest and deepest appreciation to you, MasterCard Foundation, Madam Rosie, the country director, and of course your key team members that are here with you. We do not take for granted the opportunity that you have presented here today as UNDP to walk this journey with you. I think on behalf of UNDP, we know for sure that the tides are changing, and we must indeed put at the center young people to charge the course for Africa and for Nigeria as a country in focus. We equally know that the time for Africa is now, and the time for Nigeria is this very minute. I think that when we put young people at the center of our work, we are not just projecting the kind of future we want for the continent, but for generations to come. And it is no news that MasterCard champions that, the youth agenda. And we deeply appreciate the resources, the efforts, the deliberate intentionality that you have put into this program. Young Africa Innovates as a concept, it's, I think, a very magnanimous program for the continent and Nigeria in focus, as I say, because why the continent is important is that the young people here are not just going to be trading or exhibiting or leveraging just Nigeria. Their solutions will scale across Africa and globally. We want to establish the fact that UNDP does not take this partnership for granted, but more importantly, to let you know that UNDP is going to proudly continue to support these young innovators that we have in the room today. The good part about our work at UNDP is that we don't just walk the talk, we as much as possible introduce foresight. And it means that the young people that have collected their certificates for today, the journey does not end here. In fact, this is the very beginning, because there is so much more to come, and we have tied a lot of supports around them, the wraparound support that ensures that from those that are still within the idea stage and those that are scaling to get to that level of industry, we are going to be with them, and there are activities, series of activities, programs that are intentionally designed to support them. Interestingly, two of our fellows innovators are not here today. They're not here today because some of them are receiving awards outside of the country, recognizing the fact that as they continue to receive support from the program, they are already using the knowledge and the learnings to get recognition outside of the country. It's also interesting to know that even those that did not make it to the 205 final selected innovators here, those that were within the 1348 that are now waiting for more opportunities, UNDP is already doing something about it. 5 of them already have received opportunities through the platform that we have created, an Innovators Forum, to ensure that no one is left behind. And our goal at UNDP is to continue to leverage opportunities like this, to scale opportunities for young people to thrive, succeed, and even continue to there. Again, on behalf of UNDP, we want to deeply appreciate each and every one of you young innovators that have put in sweat and blood, passion into this opportunity. Many of you had sleepless nights, some of you cried, some of you laughed, but you have also created something that you will never forget, a memory that tells you that everything you set your heart to is possible. Our promise to you is this: we'll continue to handhold you, support you, mentor you. Some of you already have ideas that we can even begin to take to market immediately, particularly those within the Stage Gate 2, because Stage Gate 3, they're already doing amazing work. We just need to ensure that they're getting the right access to support, particularly financial support, and ensuring that their target market and their target audience continues to be expanded. When we support those in Stage Gate 3, we know that the people behind them continue to thrive. And when they thrive, they become the market access for our Stage Gate 1 and 2. Our promise to Stage Gate 1 especially is that your ideas are not going to lie fallow. I have seen some interesting ones here. And our promise to you is that we will, as much as possible, hold you until you are able to move that prototype that you have into something that is well scalable, and in a very short time, we hope for you to be in that Stage Gate 3 stage where you are able to also, refine those ideas intentionally. I like the lady that has won the scalable idea today, because circularity is the future. We cannot continue to, decimate our planet. And so already I can place like 101 things I could do with you. And that is the ideas we have within UNDP for people like you. And of course, others are not left out. Every one of you has something unique, and we're going to push you. But even more interesting is the fact that for those of you that need manpower, through our Nigeria Jubilees Fellow program, a number of you will be getting fellows free of charge attached to you to support your work. Of course, in addition to every other thing that goes to market, along with that. Once again, let me thank all our special guests, our friends that have come to this event since morning. We appreciate your presence. We do not take it for granted. We believe that partnership and collaboration is the way to go, and we'll continue to reach out to you to see how we can push the narrative forward for Nigeria and Africa. Thanks to our panelists for that amazing session. We are coming to you on behalf of this young fellow. I use fellows a lot because I have so many programs that has fellowships. But on behalf of these young ones, we are going to be coming to you to see how we can collaborate to expand the ecosystem, leveraging your own platform as well, because it doesn't end here. And finally, to all the team members from UNDP that have made this possible, thank you so much for the sleepless nights, the road travels. Consistently, we were on the field across the country. Despite the security challenges, we made it possible to have this beautiful day. In addition to that, our support system at MasterCard, the key teams that continue to guide us, support us, and ensure that we got to this very level. We do not take your efforts for granted. And finally, to our implementing partner, as we call them, or delivery partner, Nets Factory, thank you for the outstanding work. I think the best way to sell yourself is when, quote and unquote, your products, these innovators, recognize the value that they have received. And it is evidently clear today that it was not just about talk, but you have actually put in the effort, and that is why they also appreciate you deeply. Once again, on behalf of UNDP, thank you so much. We appreciate you, and we're wishing you a safe journey back home. God bless you.
All right, thank you so much. Now that we've told our partners how much we love them, as we were speaking, someone stepped in. Ladies and gentlemen, I would want us to celebrate, recognize, and also welcome the Commissioner for Commerce and Industry, Lagos State, Nigeria, Mrs. Folashade Abros. Please, do you want to catch your breath? Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Wow. I'm sorry I'm late, first and foremost. And I say good afternoon, everyone. Or should I say good afternoon, the future? I listened intently to your closing remarks, and I'm even more excited to be standing here in awe. Rotimi, can I have the thing, please? In standing here in awe of listening to what was stated. I heard stage 2, stage 3. In fact, you even said stage 1 was promising, which is incredible. Can you give yourselves a round of applause for that? I think that's really remarkable. My name is Folashade Bada Ambrose Medebe. I'm the Commissioner for Commerce, Cooperatives, Trade and Investment for Lagos State. I also am in charge and head the agency, which is called, you all know, as the Lekki Free Zone. Thank you. That we all know as the Lekki Free Zone, which is, and the reason I'm saying this, you'll understand when I'm explaining, because as she was speaking, I was already connecting further dots where we can actually apply stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3 finalists. That's a 16,500 hectare expanse of land that really, quite frankly, is also the future, and an opportunity where I'm also working to set up a catalytic fund where we can actually apply and ensure that all of you can actually be able to, scale and make impact in all your endeavors. So I'll read my speech. I hope that I have a few minutes to say that. And I would love to take some questions and comments as well, so it's just an interactive. I know I came a bit late, but please do indulge me, especially when we're bringing you warm greetings from the Executive Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Doctor. You know he's a doctor now. Dr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu. It is an honor to join you at this Young Africa Innovator scheme showcase, a gathering that highlights the creativity, resilience, and forward momentum of our young Africans, all shaping the future of our dear continent. This invitation from the United Nations Development Program in Nigeria, and I just felt your passion. Can we give her a round of applause, please? Speaks to the shared commitment we uphold here in Lagos, which is to support young people as key drivers of inclusive growth and social progress. Lagos stands at the center of Nigeria's innovation landscape. Under the leadership of Dr. Olushola Sanwo-Olu, we continue to build structures that help ideas grow into enterprises that create jobs and produce the solutions as well. This administration has strengthened the digital economy through targeted investments in technology, infrastructure, startup support, systems and economic clusters designed to encourage young people to participate fully in emerging industries. We see innovation as a public good that improves quality of life. It is essentially why Lagos State remains intentional about nurturing talent, creating opportunities, and expanding the pathways that allow young entrepreneurs to thrive. So the Young Africa Innovates program reflects many of the values that we are promoting in Lagos State. The program supports young people who often lack access to traditional funding and incubation channels. It identifies potential, builds capacity, and gives practical support to move ideas from concept to market. From more than 9,000 applicants, is that right? Across the country, the emergence of 205 innovators shows both the depth of Nigeria's creativity and the relevance of programs that invest in young change makers. Bringing these innovators here today, after months of mentorship, is a clear affirmation that young people do not lack ideas. They need platforms. They need systems that are fair, supportive, and accessible. They need leaders that recognize that innovation thrives when the environment is structured to encourage participation, experimentation, and responsible risk-taking. So as a state, we are committed to consolidating on such an environment through, for example, my ministry, the Ministry of Commerce, Cooperatives, Trade, and Investment, and its sister ministries, departments, and agencies. One which I'm sure you're all familiar with, which is the Ministry of Science, Innovation, and Tech. I'm sure you all know Tubosun Alake. Okay, he's a colleague. I definitely will be going back to him. I'm even surprised he's not here. Or has he been? Oh, he was supposed to. Don't worry. I'll make sure I loop him in as well. We recognize the importance of connecting innovation with real markets, real consumers, and real development outcomes. This is why we have adopted, a lot of regular organizations of trade fairs. I think we all were at JITEC, or at least most of you were all familiar with JITEC, which happened a few months ago. I know I'm planning to take a delegation to AIM in Dubai in Q1, or is it Q2 next year? And I look forward to hoping that we can take a number of you along with us. Every young innovator should be able to dream, build, compete, and succeed in Lagos. This showcase is a reminder that the next decade in Africa will be shaped by the quality of ideas we support today. These innovators represent solutions, and I hope there's solutions in energy, in agriculture, in health, in logistics, education, and frontier technologies that influence how our society functions. Yes, there are challenges, significant ones, I'm sure, but events like this show that the answers are already emerging from your minds, the minds of our young Nigerians, our pride, who are ready to take responsibility for building a better future. So our government, it is our duty to strengthen the partnerships, help these ideas scale, value the work of our private sector, UNDP, MasterCard, Foundation, and every organization that continues to invest in the promise of our African youth. Your partnership aligns with our vision of a Lagos that is globally competitive and economically inclusive. I encourage every innovator here today to see Lagos as a home for solutions, for your solutions. The state rewards hard work, resilience, and creativity. We are intentional about reducing barriers, improving regulatory efficiency, and protecting investments. With ongoing reforms across trade facilitations, market access, and enterprise development, Lagos State remains a place where ideas stand a real chance of becoming sustainable businesses. I'm not sure if you're aware, but I was part of the team instructed by my boss, working alongside the Honorable Minister of Trade and Industry, Dr. Oduwole, when we all successfully submitted our bid to host the forthcoming 2027 Intra-Africa Trade Fair. I'm delighted to say it's going to be here in Lagos, and it's huge. Yes, thank you. But clap for yourselves again, because you're going to also be part of that success story. And we celebrate our innovation and tech ecosystem, proving that with the right support, young people will build industries that transform our economy. And to all innovators, your presence here shows that you have done the hard work required to stand out. The months you have spent learning, refining your ideas, and building prototypes has positioned you for real impact. Your creativity represents the future we want to see. So I urge you to remain committed to excellence, stay open to collaboration, and continue to engage with platforms that give your work visibility. I remember those days when I was also at, perhaps I'll say yours, I became a professional nuisance until I got what I wanted. So don't ever give up, because you're always going to be happy when you see the outcomes. Innovation is not a destination, it is a discipline. Keep learning, keep improving, and keep building. And so I conclude by saying, on behalf of the Lagos State Government, I commend UNDP Nigeria once again. I commend MasterCard Foundation for this important initiative. Your collaboration reflects a shared belief that the future of Africa depends on the boldness of its young people and the strength of the systems that support them. Lagos stands ready, shoulder and shoulder, to deepen partnerships that promote innovation, strengthen economic opportunities, and expand the capacity of our youth. I thank you all once again, and as we say in Lagos State, Igbega, Ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, Àjùmọ̀ṣe. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Madam Commissioner. Please give her another round of applause. Thank you. One thing she said that made so much sense was that young people don't lack ideas. They lack what? Who said that? You're following. Thank you so much. Okay. This is the point where, because we already did the closing remarks, so we're actually done. So please, as I said, pictures. Thank you so much. So let's because after the pictures, it's lunch. So let's have photographers. Do we have photographers so that we're doing this sharp, and we are out? I can't see any photographers, so they're not ready. Okay. I guess it's lunchtime. Thank you. Please, you can take pictures outside, though. Please, let's take pictures outside.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ayala Kebola.